Hello to a special video. Now, I could be doing the game that's going to pop up very soon right now, but that's for next month. Top Motion. Right now we're doing Hue Pixel Painter, the bonus game that comes with this. And this is supposed to more or less showcase a lot more of the motion pack that is kept with all of this. And surprisingly, there is a bit more to this than there was motion with Tony Hawk. We move the DS around in order to move around. We press the button to hold the jump. We press them again to do a slam. And we have to use our slam to break open a geyser from these cracks. Then we can use them to paint a pool around and get through all sorts of paint pools in order to create a bit of more color in the world. We have to color all the objects in order to beat a level. But we have to be quick because each pool will, evaporate, and then we'll have to activate the thing again in order to continue on. We can also hold down in order to become saturated, which is supposed to make us more stronger and able to take care of these fuckers, but I have not found it to be the case. I found that, the saturation thing, while it makes you move faster, you will lose more of your paint. So unfortunately, it's not that good at all. Also, there are some hidden objects around, but I am not gonna bother with that shit. Quite honestly, I haven't been able to really get any kind of gold in this game, so what we're getting is what we're gonna get. It's like a silver, and then it's gonna be the rest bronze, because let's just get this out of the way right now. There is one major problem with this game, and that major problem is that playing it will require you to essentially get neck pains. First things first, you can calibrate the sensitivity of the motion, but I'm gonna leave it in the middle. However, I did go through this game a bit more on like the very lowest fucking sensitivity. It does not matter, it is sensitive as shit. So here comes the first thing that you gotta learn about this game. And that is, if you're gonna play this like a normal DS game, where you have the little screen at the top just tilted at ya, and it's all straight and shit, think again. This game requires you to have the DS very straight. Like, it'll be at a point where it's like, you are going to be in major fucking neck pains. The reason for that is because of the fact that you are going to go through and just like, you are going to suffer essentially. You are just going to hate how much this fucking game controls, because in order to control, you have to have it flat on its back, and you get all this 360-degree turning here. And the problem is, it has to be flat. If you are to tilt it like a normal DS, so you can actually see, you end up going backwards, which fucks you. And yeah, that pisses me off. That honestly does piss me off. It only gets worse when it comes to these enemies. So the enemies here, they can't be hurt by anything except either exploding from impact or from essentially encasing them in your complete circle of fucking pain. If you do not fucking kill them in their circle of paint, they will keep following you, and they'll just keep smacking into you and getting in your fucking way and being a nuisance. Now, this might not be a huge problem because all you would have to do is essentially, go around them or jump over them. The problem is if you jump, the paint goes away completely. You have to stay on the ground. And the thing is, these fuckers home in on you, so unfortunately I do get fucked. And I tried moving around because I was in a bit of a panic, and I couldn't. Because moving around this fucking thing is a pain in the goddamn ass. And yes, I do end up dying. It's just, nothing about this feels right to play. Everything about this just feels awkward and terrible. And I end up with such bad neck pains by the end of it that I just don't want to play it anymore. I played this for about 40 minutes straight, and that was it. That was all I could fucking stomach. I'm sorry, but I just can't. This fucking game just hurts to play. And that's its biggest problem, because Turok Motion, which I will do next month, but Turok Motion, like, that has issues. I know it has issues. I know that it's not really that good, and I know it's going to be shit. But here's the thing. With that game, when it comes to its motion pack thing, all I have to do is tilt left and right to turn, and that's it. Everything else is done by button. So the motion isn't really, like, completely encased in the entire game. It's just, like, for slight turning left and right. That's it. And the thing is, it works perfectly fine like that. I am able to go through the game, no problem, no complaints from me, doing those kinds of turns. Because it feels right. It feels like that is how you're supposed to use the motion, really. Because the way the DS works is that you're supposed to be able to see both screens. I mean, yeah, most of the action's on the top screen, but you want the bottom screen too, because there's usually some shit there that you need to actually pay attention to. So, obviously, you wouldn't look away from the bottom screen. So you're having both screens in your focus at all times. So both screens are just directly at you. That's been me ever since I got a DS, like a DSi, which I'm not using for this. I'm using an original DS for this. But, yeah, like, I would essentially always play it so that I'm always seeing both screens. So if there's something important on the bottom screen, I at least know about it. And with this one, it shows our results and such, and it shows us where we are on the map and where the enemies are. Like, it's good. But it's gonna get worse from here because, unfortunately, the fucking developers decided, let's have these fucking rivers that when you walk into, your entire line dies. Not only that, let's go ahead and just, like, fucking... Let's have these small enemies that if you touch, explode on impact. Now let's have these fuckers essentially take lines away from you. Like, you can see right now, I'm struggling to play through this because there is little room to work with. And this fucking enemy keeps running into me and being a goddamn problem. And this fucker comes in and starts sucking up all the goddamn paint, and I can't do shit, so now I gotta get rid of this fucker over here who's spawning them. And they're still sucking my goddamn paint, by the way, and this fucker's still here, knocking me about. I'm nearly dead. It's just... When I play Turok Motion, it's honestly a goddamn joke. Like, the motion part does not get in the way. It actually feels right to play with the motion pack in Turok Motion. But this game, no, it does not. This game plays like absolute shit with the motion. It's just unenjoyable to play. It feels like shit. It hurts my fucking neck. It's just ultimately a horrible experience to have. And it really does not showcase the motion pack well at all. It actually makes the motion pack look shit. And the weird thing is, people prefer to play this over motion. And I have to be honest right now. Why? There is more content. I will say that. There's a lot more levels in this than there are in Dark Motion. But have you actually played the game? Have you actually played both? Because I did. And I can tell you right now, I already played more motion than this fucking game. There are some pauses I can give. Like, the music in this game is actually pretty nice. And I like the style of the fucking game. And, like, the concept is alright. Like, that's it. Everything else about this game is just terrible. Like, I'm sorry, but it really is bad. I don't think you can possibly make this look good on this fucking motion pack thing. Like, it honestly is just terrible. But yeah, I'll go for a few levels, and then I am just never gonna play this again, because really, like, everything about this game I can't enjoy. I want to enjoy this. I want to actually like this game, to like how it plays, how it looks, the whole way you play it, you know, because using the motion pack, it's gonna be unique. Like, I thought it would be a decent experience to play this game, because they put it in as a mini game, and it doesn't look that bad. I thought it would look like a decent game on its own. No, I've realized now that the reason why they fucking made it a bonus game was because it was a goddamn experiment. This whole entire game is an experiment. Like, we're not actually fucking playing a game that has, you know, a lot of polish to it. A lot to it that makes it, you know, enjoyable. Like, it has a lot to it. It honestly just feels like a fucking tech demo almost for the motion pack. Because it's utilizing the entire thing to pretty much its full potential. And while I like that they're making this have this big thing, the problem is, it's just terrible to play with. Like, right now, I'm actually, like, holding it normally, and it's just facing down that metal. The metal is also controlled by the DS. Any kind of movement is controlled by DS. I keep going, because I'm thinking it's a mini game, so it's only got, like, what, 5 levels, and that's it? Because the main important thing here, the main, like, the main attraction is Tony Hawk Motion. Everything else that is bundled with this fucking game is a bonus. Like, Hue here, Hue was never going to be a thing. Hue was the developer's fucking little test character for the whole fucking idea he had. And that's it. There was nothing else to Hue. There was nothing else to Pixel Painter. And there was really nothing else to this stupid fucking motion pack. So, what's the big problem? Well, the big problem is because it's experimental. Because they spent the time to essentially make this fucking game where it utilizes this new little function they made, and it doesn't seem like they understood like, why limits really exist for this sort of thing. Because, yeah, oh, I'm sorry for yawning, this is also kind of boring. But yeah, there are literally no limits to this. Also, yeah, there's a platform up there, but I can't reach it normally. I have to climb up the shit I just built, up the fucking tree and shit in order to get across. I don't mind that, but the problem is, controlling Hue here, controlling him with the DS, feels sluggish and just feels horrid. It just hurts to play this fucking game the way you're supposed to play it. I honestly never wanted to play this again. I honestly felt like, after getting this footage, like that was it for Hue Pixel Painter. I was never going to come back to this. I was just going to play Tonic Motion, that's it. Well, I get the feeling that that might change, considering, you know, it's the internet, and people who watch this sort of shit, they expect the Let's Play or whatever to essentially do things that they don't want to do. It's like this sheer fucking trend that, you know, it's just not really that funny or entertaining. Also, yes, activate all these things and a door will open for us so we can actually leave the level. But yeah, like, the problem isn't so much, you know, the idea behind this game. It's the execution that's the problem of this fucking game. So I feel like they got the execution right in terms of motion, but the concept is just fucking stupid. Whereas it's the complete opposite of this game. The concept is fine, but the fucking execution is god awful. It is not user friendly. It just makes you feel like you're about to like break your fucking neck off because of just how much you have to really like bend over and see the screens. Again, you could just move the top screens flap upwards, but let me be perfectly honest with you here. If you had a DS, or if you have a DS, do you actually play the DS with all hinges flat, you point your neck above the fucking thing or whatever, and that's it? Or do you have the latch, like, open, but the top part of it is just, like, sort of halfway open? So you have this L-shaped fucking opening here, this L-shaped stance. Because, let me be honest with you here. Like, I don't like doing that, and I don't like fucking looking above, like, looking right above the fucking DS. The way this game wants me to do. See, I'm done with Hue Pixel Painter, and I just don't like it at all. Again, the concept, the music, a lot of things I can see working well. I think it looks nice, I think it sounds nice, but it's the fucking goddamn controls. It's the fucking motion that ruins this. And I'm not surprised that this game is just a fucking bundle pack thing with Tonic Motion. That the Tonic Motion game is the main attraction thing. They could have made this its own game. They could have actually done that. But I also get the feeling that they knew the little idea of this fucking, like, motion pack GBA slot thing was never really catch on, because when it comes to GBA slots, they're only used for like playing Game Boy Advance games. They are never used as like an addition for a DS game. This was pretty new at the time. But at the same time, the very way it works just doesn't do it. And And I feel like it's just like a concept that in execution was a failure. But at the very least, I can say that Turn Off Motion is going to be more manageable than this fucking game, because I can't stand this game. I really cannot. I spent just 40 minutes on it, and at the end I was just like, I'm done. I'm just gonna do motion, and that's it. This fucking game does not exist to me. I guess, if you want me to actually go and complete this game, to actually go and play the entire thing from start to finish, if you want me to do that, write in the comments, and if it gets enough attention, I'll do it. But otherwise, that's Hue Pixel Painter. It's just not that good. It's not that fun at all. And yeah, it's just a tech demo really that's just poorly executed on. But yeah, next month, Turn Off Motion, the main attraction of the whole fucking thing. And I will 100% that game, so looking forward to it. But yeah, I'm just gonna end this video now because God, I'm getting sick. It's just I've gotten sick of this game. I've just really gotten sick of it. I just don't like it at all. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time, next month, for Turn Off Motion.